we are continuing to create this game where I want to show you what is the point where we are at, and I made some changes. And to shoot these aliens up here, there is a mothership down there, and you see that when I hit mothership it falls down, but it becomes black, so I cannot see it. So I want to change this because it's not too clear where the mothership is. You cannot see it. So I asked Claude to make these changes, make the ship faster, the mothership, and to do so that when the ship comes down will flash, and so it would be more easy to see her. Another thing, was limited as it maximum length at this time. Okay, but I cannot make it finish the game because maybe it's too long, the chat is too long, something like that. Let me see. Here we got this elif part here. Menu, playing menu, game over, after game menu, draw text quit. It's long, it's just we just need this other one, so maybe we could finish ourselves doing something like this. Let's see if it works, because sometimes it cannot go further because the chat has become too long. But as it has made the most part of the code, maybe we can just add what it did before. It just lacks of this part. If there are not so many changes, maybe we can just add it like this and see if it works. Okay, for the moment it seems to work. You see, I asked also to add some fireworks, some particle effect here when the enemy is okay, and it all worked. You see that yes, now that there is this firework, it's more and more interesting, because okay, also when the player is hit, I think let me check if when I'm hit, yes, I flash, and I also got this particle effect. So it's we got this feedback, and it's quite, that's a realistic effect of this one. So I think so I succeeded in ended the code, and even if we had to go back to a previous version because it was not able to continue as I reached the maximum amount, I think, of, okay, I made 600 points. And so I also asked Claude to make the ship fire less, and you see it's became darker when it's been hit. I can hit him 5 times to make him. So it's become quite an interesting, challenging game. And the next step I want to do is maybe give it some graphics. I mean, substitute some of the enemies and the starship and the player too with some actual graphic. So because these are just rectangles, and so it may become more appealing if I change something. So you will see that after some touches to the initial code, we have made an interesting 2D all-style game without coding, making Claude to do all the job. We just asked him to do some variation, like the movement of the enemies that were at the beginning were straight, and so on. These touches that has made the game more interesting. And so we could also add more stuff, or we could go inside the code, and we can develop the code by ourselves without the help of Claude, because when it becomes the code becomes more as you can say, more complex, Claude cannot be able to end the code because too many lines to handle maybe. But at that point we can make it by ourselves. So if we are starting to learn how to make video games, we can learn how it starts the game, and then we can go inside the code and actually learn how it works. I think this is a very interesting thing, very interesting feature, that for people that want to understand how to make a game can be a great helper instead of getting into Stack Overflow or into tutorials simply like this one. And so you can go and see the actual code and to modify the code with the help of Claude initially, and then you can go on and refine it by yourself. For example, adding the images, it's not so difficult, and adding the sounds, and maybe this is what we are going to do in the next tutorials. We want to see if we can add images and sounds with the help of Claude or without the help of Claude, because we can do it easily, and so we can finish our game and maybe put it somewhere to be downloaded. Okay, so thank you and see you next time.